scored and got the 2-point, and it was tied, and then he threw another, or he fumbled with Tannehill. And 4 seconds left. I threw it up to AJ Green. He should have fumbled on the first one, for being real.
Winston now to throw on first down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Easy dub.
From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for
Evans. God.
He's got a man complete.
I folded, man.
It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground
good
and
picks.
just go. That didn't
He got
Ill
Will's picks, didn't he? It's very good. He got Ill Will's picks.
The first carry down for Rob Kelly. And a short gain
that's
down to the
I agree.
37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play.
And he has a lot of talent already.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On play action, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Damn, we needed the sack.
That's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it.
They get to the football. It's blocked.
Let's go, baby!
So the next time we leave one of those coaches'
all right, Paul. I blocked the field goal.
And you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game.
Yo.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Open man is
oh my God! I folded.
Down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards.
Bro, he didn't do the cut move.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage.
He didn't do the cut move that I wanted him to do.
When it's run well.
What was that? Paul talking.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The first carry for the 2nd-year man, Joe Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Better not be holding.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Fuck, man.
So a decent game.
That's what I'm talking about, this damn team, man.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it.
You can't do anything right.
The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And Dalton to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to work.
Let's go, baby.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
2-2. Move. Lead.
Here's the rookie from the U, Mark Walton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Move. We're good. We're good. Heavy.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
Okay. Oh, my
Almost
God.
picked it. Nearly a
I didn't see
turnover
that
there on their
second half.
opening drive.
Wow.
That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Sheesh.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, my
And
God.
that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left,
Wow, that
and
was
this will
horrible.
remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Ready. Blue waiting.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
What, that play right
no
there?
gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, he
Double
was
this
8
guy
to 7.
has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is
Yeah, he was
well
freaking
over
yapping his
300
phone.
pounds. He's a big man. 2nd down, Winston.
Let's go, Carl Lawson, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on.
There's no
How
doubt
that?
about it.
3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
I gotta say, if it was on target, brother,
Bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield.
I think I would have picked that
A lot of us
off.
thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead.
I was right
Tried to
there.
get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Oh my God.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard.
Dude, what the fuck happened? Deadass, you kicked the field goal super fast. I don't know how I blocked it, to be honest.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves,
Yeah, your
okay,
shit is tripping,
do
bro.
we still want to try
Dead
one
ass.
if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
Yeah, get
this
a little
time?
closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw here, Dalton dumps it off to Mixon.
Oh my gosh. He could have stayed up.
It's a Bengal 1st down.
Bro, he could have stayed up. Come on
So
now.
many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Walton. And he's going to get
Mark
this
Walton,
inside
baby.
the 30.
Chugging.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Here's Walton.
Oh
And he's going to
man.
fight his way forward here for a modest
Should
gain.
have had that.
The Pro Bowler Brent Grimes brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's a run with Mixon.
Get some yards,
They'll say
man.
no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
2nd down, Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Let's go, man.
A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, God. Let's go.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Yeah, for real, that's crazy. I played him week 1, and I knew he was pretty good.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You almost caught me with my pants down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
That's too late.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Get his ass! Oh, fuck! Damn. Didn't account for the quarterback.
Big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Crazy. That's one thing about you.
On 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, baby.
And the tip there.
That's a cornerback, man. Use your hands.
It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. You're trying to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I hope I got my playoff.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jameis to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for
Oh, baby. Geno Atkins is eating.
Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
He's eating your center alive.
Needing a big play after the sack as
I'm
he
gonna line
leads
him
the
up
Bucs
over in the center every
on
play.
3rd and long. Play fake. Winston. Looking downfield
Oh,
for
God.
Godwin.
That's...
And that one incomplete.
That'd been insane. That'd only been his 3rd catch of the game, or completion. That would have been ridiculous if he caught
the
that.
secondary has really been contesting about every throw in this first
See if there's
half.
special teams
Remind
as
me
well.
of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Well, I was going to pop 26.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, let's go!
Now it's scooped up, and this is
Let's go!
And they'll wind up taking over
I did it last week too.
So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the ball.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From midfield here, Dalton. It's
what the fuck?
On the bubble screen. That's Ross. And he was
what was he doing?
Tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for only
so far, you saw that?
Up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers
like,
in front to create a wall.
Was he doing anything? I'm confused.
Football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's ridiculous, bro. Oh, fuck.
Play action here with Dalton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Damn, block punt for nothing.
Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Jameis now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
A give to Jones. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I almost called timeout like an idiot. For no reason.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Winston.
No way. Oh, man. Bro, I almost had you for a sack.
17, and it'll give them a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the
Oh,
schneid
man.
a little bit.
I was right there, brother.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Dude, you guys got to hit him.
A really nice
That,
gain of
you got to hit him.
Yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So
That's
you have to either
ridiculous
play
right there.
off or make sure you're
Two
somehow
fucking
in
big plays
contact
out of
with him.
nowhere.
And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversion.
Damn, who the hell's your coach, bro? Fat Albert?
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action now. Winston. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Jameis again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
No.
And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. good return. He's across the 35.
Oh, my goodness.
Right around the 36. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term. Because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon will get it to start the second half. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, here's Mixon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Noah Spence in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now to the air, Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They go play action. Winston looking middle, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Winston now. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Okay, get ready for something coming left.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to wind up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. He's going to fire one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This is taken at the 15. Able to power through. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bucs on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's get it working.
Here's Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Quan Alexander in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go. 550, 550.
They'll go again to Jones. Room here to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Dalton throwing on second down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This will be caught at about the 5. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The give is to Jones. Shedding through the defense, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Off the play fake, Winston. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. There you go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Brian Anger now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd down, Dalton. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So now Dalton. Incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practice.
Face mask.
Practice makes perfect. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's got Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tampa Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.